Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Marshanda sama Nabila. I will present you my research proposal entitled Using Word World to Improve Students' Vocabulary Mastery. Let's look at table of contents. The first is the introductions. It includes the problem, the solution, and the research gap. And the second chapter is about literature review. It concludes about previous studies and the key terms. The third one is the method. It includes the research design, the subject, the instrument, and the research procedure. And the fourth one is the references. Let's move to the first chapter. Now, this is the introduction. Background of research. The vocabulary mastery is very crucial not only in our native language but in English learning activities as well. Without vocabulary, nothing can be conveyed. It makes perfect sense because expanding one's vocabulary involves understanding word meanings, according to Adriani 2018. And then because most of the students in Indonesia have the same struggle due to the change of curriculum, which makes them start studying English subject only when they are entering junior high school, namely curriculum Merdeka, or that we know them as independent curriculum. Okay, this is the research question. The research question is, how can WordWall improve students' English vocabulary mastery? Meanwhile, the research objective is to identify the use of WordWall on improving students' English vocabulary mastery. So what is the problem? The problem is that the students' vocabulary is below average level due to the changes of the curriculum. The students have trouble committing the words meaning to memory. It is by the study done by Sipayu in 2018, because the curriculum that includes English is started from junior high school, so that they have trouble committing the words. What are the existing and the best solution? The best solution is implementing the teaching method using WordWall media that are useful for teaching vocabulary in certain ways. The research conducted by Shamsidar et al. In 2023 showed that the WordWall media significantly improved vocabulary mastery, with an overall effectiveness score of 73.5%. What is the research gap of my research proposal? In contrast to the previous research, this research focuses on the using WordWall to improve students' vocabulary mastery in terms of meaning and language use, which is not many previous studies focus on that matter. This explains the importance of the study based on the achievement matter of vocabulary mastery. And the second chapter is about literature review. In the previous study by Darliani and Agustina found that the strategy of applying WordWall media was students responded positively to the strategy and found it helpful in their writing. The research showed that implementing the WordWall strategy in teaching writing descriptive text was helpful and interesting for all participants. Another previous study to assess students' vocabulary skills before and after the treatment using WordWall media the results showed that the students' vocabulary mastery improved significantly after the treatment. The mean score in the pretest was 59.43, while in the post-test it was 80.14. The study concluded that using WordWall can effectively improve students' vocabulary mastery, suggesting that this strategy can be a valuable tool for English language teachers to enhance their students' language skills. This is the key terms. The key terms the first is vocabulary mastery. It is an essential component of language education that gives pupils the groundwork necessary to talk effectively. And WordWall is a literacy tool composed of an organized collection of words which are displayed in large visible letters on a wall to facilitate students to improve their vocabulary. Both of this was stated by Perwitasari in 2022. We move to the methodology. The research design. I use classroom action research of a mixed method, the combination of qualitative and quantitative approaches. The quantitative is the data that we collected, like their scores, etc. And the qualitative is the effectiveness that we have found. And then next is about the subject participant. The subject is 35 students of 7th grade at Isania Junior High School, picked using a random sampling technique. And then the instruments is a vocabulary test for both the pre-test and post-test, and of course the observation. Here we know about the procedure of research. The first is planning, is lesson plan emphasizing verbal strategy. The second is acting. Use verbal strategy during the learning process and give pre-test and post-test. And then the third is observing. The peer will act as the observer using observation sheets. The peer here can be our friends or maybe the teachers that is teaching at the time. And then the last one is reflecting. The stage is evaluate students' achievement to find out their improvements. Here are the references. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.